So Stugotz has top 5 NBA duos with the most pressure on them. That's much different than Colin Cowherd's top 10 list of just the best NBA duos. He might have had that first. Colin Cowherd had first his top 10 list, double the size of Stugotz's, but it doesn't have what Stugotz's list has, which is the most pressure on these duos.
Is this active or all-time?
This is active. We are headed into playoff time. We're getting closer. And these are the top 5 NBA duos that have the most pressure to go out and win a championship.
I don't know if you guys saw this the other day. I thought I was watching a replay. Do you guys remember that shot last year that Jokic took where Anthony Davis was coming out to him and he was rolling to his left and he just threw it over his head and it went in? He did it again against Anthony Davis the last time they played against the Lakers, where he's taking these I don't know if people are going to know this reference, but Jamal Wilkes had a jump shot where he just went from one ear to the other
side of his head,
behind his head to take a jump shot. And Jokic did that again to Anthony Davis at the three-point line, moving to his left, making a three late in the game. It's asinine. It's an asinine shot. It is not a good shot to be taking under.
That's something we've never seen.
Did it go in?
A big man being
Good
able
shot.
to do that.
Yes.
Never been. No, that's stupid.
He's like the greatest player I've ever seen, and he's not even the most freakish center in the league because of Wembanyama.
I've been trying to outlaw the wrong guy. Really, it's Joker. It's not fair. You can tell me with a straight face that that's the greatest basketball player of all time,
No.
and I'm not going to push back on it. I'm not going to do the MJ or LeBron thing. I think you have a valid argument when you see what he's done recently.
You know.
How old is he?
Jokic?
Yes.
He's got to be 38.
I don't. He's in his late 20s.
He's 29 years old.
What?
That's Giannis's age.
And he doesn't.
And Embiid's age.
And I know the athleticism is a big part of his game. He's a professional athlete, but it does seem like he's going to age with grace.
I mean, how much athleticism do you think he's going to lose?
Right. I mean, he doesn't. He is really athletic, especially for his size. But I'm with you.
He already has an old man's game.
Is he moving quicker at 29 than he like appreciabably quicker than he would be at 35? I don't know.
I believe that he is less of an injury risk than anyone who's ever played his size.
I mean, his arms are perpetually bleeding
because he's unathletic.
That's true.
I believe his lack of athleticism, he's not going to sprain an ankle because they're always planted firmly on the floor.
No one's sliding a foot underneath him.
He's going to play forever.
Flat-footed jump shot.
Are any OLI, Stugotz? Are we going right to it?
I just got a straight 5, Dano.
All right. Number 5.
LeBron and Anthony Davis. I know they won one. They won it in a bubble. Do me a favor. LeBron didn't go there to win one championship in a bubble. He didn't recruit Anthony Davis to come there to win one championship in a bubble. Win one outside the bubble. Plus, you're chasing father time.
I mean, they already won a title this year.
And, the in-season, you're right. IST.
Some people objected to what I was saying yesterday, and I'm wondering with a different group here today whether you guys object to LeBron James saying that everyone was rooting for him to fail since he came in the league and expecting him to fail. I thought that was him misremembering things, but many people, and I believe their memory goes to 2010. It doesn't go back to the beginning. I don't remember people rooting against LeBron or thinking that he was going to not meet any expectations, rooting for him to fail before he got to Miami. That's not something I have recall of.
The one group that really didn't like him before Miami were Kobe fans. Because people were anointing LeBron as the next MJ, and they felt like it was skipping over Kobe when LeBron, very obviously from the moment he walked into the league, was going to be up there as one of the best players at 18 years old. That group genuinely hated LeBron during that first stretch of his career. It was once Kobe got toward the end of his career and LeBron was now with the Heat that it was a new group that
There's
hated
been
him.
no announcement, but the guard has changed. It's over for the old guys. I feel like it's done. And we still talk about it as if it's not because you're going to need them to lose in the playoffs. But I feel like the guard in the league has changed, that the young people have taken over, that it's not a mirage that OKC is the 1 seed in the West.
Yeah, but do you really trust the likes of Minnesota and OKC?
No one does.
Because all these lower seeds that have done it before are looming, and they're starting to play better. Like the Lakers are playing better
I trust the
basketball right
field
now.
is what I trust. I don't trust these old guys to be able to rejuvenate themselves and take on all youth through the playoffs without it showing. Number 4.
Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns. No one believes in you. No one thinks you're going to make it to the NBA Finals. Anthony Edwards, show up on time. You want to be next. You want to be the guy. Then go out and win an NBA title.
Isn't there more pressure on Gobert than either one of those two?
No, Gobert's got no pressure.
Well, as a
Stop
playoff
it. No one cares if
performer-
Gobert wins. No, get out of here.
No, but that's like his whole thing. He gets played off the floor every postseason, and you have him as, again, a favorite as Defensive Player of the Year. They're one of the best teams in the Western Conference. They need to stop a center in Jokic, and yet you could argue it's like an Edwards-Gobert duo there more than Towns even.
My list.
Number 3.
Jimmy Butler and Bam.
That's a good one. I like that.
It's the only thing not on Jimmy Butler's resume. He's made it to the NBA Finals. He's made it there twice. Go win an NBA title. It will change Jimmy Butler forever. It will put him in a stratosphere that we thought Jimmy Butler would never get to. To be the number 1 guy on a championship team? Are you kidding me? Go do it.
I'd argue he's already won in every single way.
Well, he hasn't.
That Jimmy Butler is now of reputation, of marketing, of in every way that he's already won and he doesn't have to win anymore.
He's also one of the coolest athletes that I could think of.
Number 2.
Giannis and Damian Lillard. A lot of guys have won one, Giannis. You got to win a second one. And Damian, you wanted out of Portland, and you got Milwaukee. You wanted Miami, but you got Milwaukee, and you haven't stopped complaining since. You're playing with one of the greatest players we've ever seen in Giannis. You have Doc Rivers as your head coach. You're 6-0 since the break. Go to the playoffs, win a title.
He hasn't been complaining.
He has.
He has not. Okay, good talk. Number 1.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Generational team. They're exceptional. Do me a favor, both of you. I'm tired of both of you. Go win an NBA title because you clearly have the best team in the NBA. And in that sport, best team usually wins NBA title. Go do it.
Did you forget about the Clippers?
Nah, Kawhi has no pressure
Yeah,
on him.
He would have to
doesn't.
make the duo
That's
James
not the
Harden and
two.
Paul George.
That's not the
Yeah.
two.
It's
I
them.
was
Yeah, but
talking
we
about.
jumped down his
Harden.
throat.
No one cares about
We
Harden.
jumped down his throat for Gobert.
Harden, Schmarden.
Okay, I'm glad we talked about
That's
it.
a
My
boss.
list.
That's a
Devin
boss
Booker
list.
and KD.
I like that
I
list.
mean,